On Wednesday, April 27, 2011, the Financial Crimes Unit arrested the former manager of the Leisureworld Caregiving Center, O'Connor Gate, in connection with a fraud investigation. Leisureworld O'Connor Gate is located at 1800 O'Connor Drive here in the City of Toronto, and Leisureworld is a long-term care facility for seniors. The background of the case is on Thursday, April 8, 2010, the accused was charged with defrauding a resident of Leisureworld Caregiving Center at O'Connor Gate. On December 8, 2010, the accused pled guilty to fraud over $5,000. As a result of that investigation, new criminal offenses were discovered. It is alleged that between January 2008 and April 2010, the accused used her position as the office manager of Leisureworld to obtain checks that belonged to Leisureworld, residents, and residents' estates. Some of the checks were stolen for rent payments, estate refund checks, and tax returns and other government checks. The accused then diverted these checks to her own personal gain. This scheme collapsed when she was suspended for the original fraud case. It is estimated that the accused defrauded Leisureworld in excess of $200,000. The accused is Kimberly Pavlovich, age 47, of Toronto. She's being charged with 2 counts of fraud over $5,000 and 1 count of possession of property obtained by crime over $5,000. She's scheduled to appear next on May 31st, 2011 at 10 a.m. 505 Court in College Park, which is located at 444 Yonge Street here in the City of Toronto. The Financial Crimes Unit has been working closely with the Leisureworld Caregiving Center and their forensic auditors in this investigation.
Just to clarify, who's the victim here? Is it Leisureworld or its client?
The victim would be Leisureworld. They're ultimately responsible.
And the possession of property obtained by crime, what's the property?
That was a check that was found in her possession.
Any other questions? Did she take any blank checks or?
No, it wasn't blank checks, no.
Exactly how did you guys uncover this? I mean, she was charged with one thing and then pled guilty to it, right? Am I correct there?
Yes.
And then from there, she was discovered to have done other stuff.
Yes, during that initial investigation, further offenses were found, which were sort of related to the original, but they're outside of that case, so that's been the new charges.
Do you have legal authority to go into her accounts or something, then you uncovered them, or?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Anything recovered? Any of the money that's been defrauded has been recovered?
On the original case, the family that was out that money has been given full restitution from Leisureworld.
And how much was that? First case.
First case was between $80,000 to $95,000.
And in terms of the new $200,000 allegation, any of that money been recovered?
Not as yet. That investigation is still going on.
Any proceeds of crime being done here?
There's no proceeds charges, no.
Can I ask, what did the seniors think they were paying for when they were making up these checks?
Like I said, the checks were for rent. That would go to Leisureworld, and estate refund checks.
Any other questions?
So essentially, before the residents are paying for their rent, and then the manager just essentially takes that out and puts it in her own account.
Essentially, that's that.
Now, is this a case of where she maybe, I mean, when you catch someone, I assume that in a case like this, it goes on for a while, it just keeps escalating and escalating. Is that kind of what happened here? And maybe what, aside from the previous charge, is that kind of what tipped you off? Just kept building and building?
Well, from the original case, it revealed the scheme that was going on. So what happened in the original case, which was reported to the Toronto Police, and that's what uncovered the whole scheme.
Are there any more worries, like you said, it's just one person that is sort of defrauded? Is there any more worries that other people that may have also been defrauded, or has that come to light yet?
That part is still ongoing with the investigation, and that's part of we're asking that if anyone did have any family members that were residents of Leisureworld and that passed away during the time between 2008 and 2010, and that they feel that they may be missing an estate check or anything, they may feel that there's money owed to them, I'm asking that they contact me at the Financial Crimes Unit, 416-808-7310, and I can check and see if their name is actually on that list.
What was she spending the money on?
I can't get into that. That's part of the evidence in the ongoing court case.
The accused, how long has she been working at this Leisureworld?
She's been working at Leisureworld since 2003.
Is there any other place that she might have worked at that this kind of thing may have occurred as well?
My understanding that she was working full-time at Leisureworld. I don't have any other indications that she was working anywhere else.
Could you describe her demeanor when you confronted her with this?
I can't get into that. That's part of the evidence.
Just so we're clear about how many victims, so there was the original charge, and so that was one victim there, and then the subsequent $200,000, did that come from one other victim or multiple victims?
That's ultimately responsibility comes down to Leisureworld. They're taking that responsibility for that. But it's a number of different people, but they're all residents of Leisureworld.
Just a couple more questions.
The people that are involved, they're not in any risk of losing their spots in Leisureworld, are they?
No, they're not.
Okay, thanks for attending today's conference.